What's up, everybody? This is Eric Woodyard.
Mark Rudi.
We from the Western Herald. We're talking about the Northern Illinois game versus Western Michigan. We down in Northern Illinois. What you think about it?
Basically today, you know, Western didn't come out to play today. It was, Coach said that today in the press conference, that basically probably the worst mental and toughness he's seen in his 5 years here. The score was 38-3. They basically just couldn't stop the run today, so they gave up 255 on the ground. Just want to elaborate on that a little bit.
The running game was crazy. Chad Spann rushed for 132 yards, 3 touchdowns, and then they let Miko Brown rush for 88 yards. You know, and they was all efficient. You know, Chad Spann, he averaged 6 yards a carry. You know, how can you stop that? You know, somebody averages 6 yards a carry, and then Miko Brown averaged 5.9. So they both just they did what they had to do as far as running.
Right. And they came in today. They lead the back coming in today. They averaged 188 yards a game, and it was pretty obvious why they lead the MAC. They can run the ball, and you know, Miko Brown, you know, he's second in the MAC coming into today. But you know, Chad Spann, as you said, just had a great game.
He was ridiculous, and especially to do that. Miko Brown at his size here, he kind of a small guy. You know, seeing him in person, I didn't think he was that small. And then on the flip side for Western Michigan, you know, Tim Hiller couldn't connect. You know, he didn't throw for no touchdowns today, which hasn't happened since what,
2007 against West Virginia. It hasn't happened. And it's only happened third time in his career, as I said, today against West Virginia in 2007 and against actually Northern Illinois in 2005. That was the second game of the season. He got hurt in that game on the second play of the game. So just very, very rare for him not to. And he even said that you know, we weren't physically tough today. So he took full responsibility for that. And he said Juan Nunez was out today with a knee injury. That's a big key. Big key in the receiving corps.
Definitely. They dropped a lot of passes, even though, like Tim Hiller, I think he had three interceptions?
Three interceptions
today, and you know, a lot of those, you know, the passes that he had, you know, the receivers, it was kind of their fault because they wasn't catching the ball. They, you know, it was catchable passes, but he was, you know, throwing it to them and they wasn't catching. That was another big key. You know, I don't think that we're gonna see another performance like this from Western. You know, they got out tough today. Next week, I think they're gonna, you know, come out and play their game.
And so Tim Hiller with the 3 interceptions. That's only the second time this season that has happened. First time since Ball State in 2007. So obviously that's a very, very rare thing. Also, this is the lowest amount of points Western has scored since they lost 19-2 to Eastern Michigan in 2007. And you know, Eric, you know, they're 1-1 in the MAC now. They're gonna have to start, you know, winning some games here. They go to Toledo next week. Toledo, another very good football team. They, like Northern Illinois, has beaten a BCS team. They beat Colorado. They're coming off a win over Ball State today. So, you know, what do you think they need to prove on going?
I think they really need to put together another streak. You know, I can't believe that they lost like this because they usually have had success over Northern Illinois. They beat them 3 years straight. You know, this is the first year that Northern Illinois have beaten them in 3 years. So I didn't think that they would get, you know, tough like this, and they really gonna have to step up and, you know, show some mental toughness and step it up and play Bronco football because right now they're not playing, you know, the type of football that we're accustomed to here.
And of course, it was homecoming here in DeKalb today. Yeah. Probably a little more momentum.
Yeah, that's what they was talking about in there when I talked to Chad Spann. He talked about that. You know, how it was homecoming, how they came out amped up. Their coach had never lost a homecoming game. That was a big thing for them. So, you know, we're gonna give them a pass this time, but we don't want to see this happen again.
All right, so the final score: Northern Illinois 38, Western Michigan 3. Western Michigan now falls to 2-3 on the season and 1-1 in the Mid-American Conference, and it's off to the University of Toledo next week at the Glass Bowl. This is a new thing we're going to be doing on WesternHerald.com, so we'll see you next week from Toledo.
See you next week.